Hello, Dr. Kemp here, Hammond Doc. This is a special shout out to Sister Patrice Johnson up in Baltimore, Maryland. Hello, Patrice. I'll be coming through Baltimore sometime in June of this year, around the third week of June, and I'll be playing at a church there. And I'll tell you more about that later on as that time approaches. But you sent out a message on the Facebook, on the musicians and gospel music page, about your working toward learning to play the Hammond organ, and I applaud you for that. There's a great need for gospel musicians who play Hammond organ in the ministry, and so I'm glad you're doing that. And you also sent a message stating that you're working on left-hand chords, and I know a lot of great musicians have given you recommendations about how to develop your left-hand chords and so forth and so on. But you know, Dr. Kemp is a practical kind of guy, and I like the brother Sebastian Wheaton, who does the "Show Me That" website. I like that. Show me that. Don't just tell me about it. Don't just tell me that, but show me that. And so I'm gonna do a showmethat.com right here. I'm gonna show you the Hammond Doc approach, my approach to left-hand chords, and I'm just gonna take one key. I'll do C sharp and show you how I form some left-hand chords, and this is not going to be all the left-hand chords that I know how to do in that key, but I'll show you, I'll share with you some of the left-hand chords, and hopefully this will help you in your developing your skills. Because now every musician has they have their own way of forming chords, creating chords, making chords, and so we do it differently. And you'll come up with your own way, but I'm going to share with you my approach to the development of chords and how I get the sound that I get. All right, so here we go. Now, the way I have the organ set up is one of the ways that some 30 years ago, Isadore Jackson showed me this. Isadore Jackson, who was a professional organist, he played for so many years for Mr. Clean, Richard White, in the Church of God in Christ. I mean, it didn't matter who was on the organ. When Mr. Clean got up, he said, "Come on, Isadore, get on the organ." And so that is Isadore Jackson. And so Isadore and I were hanging out at my church when I was playing at Church of God in Christ in Carbondale, Illinois, and Isadore showed me this setup of the Hammond organ, and what he did was he said, okay, he said push these two in, and so Isadore had me to push these drawbars in, and then use these drawbars to play and to change my sound. Now I do a variation on what he showed me, and I'll pull out this drawbar to about a 2 and pull this one out to about 3 or 4, this second one here. But what this does by pushing these drawbars in and using these to play is it allows you to get a softer tone on with your left hand, so that you can play fuller chords right in the middle or the center of your organ. That's very important. And the reason I pull out these two is I like a stronger sound. I like that type of sound. That's a Dr. Kemp sound. I like that. Now, you can push that in, and some people can't tell the difference. It's still about that. So I pull it out because this is what Isadore showed me, and I'll pull this out just a little bit, just to get a little growl, because this gives me a little growl, because Dr. Kemp likes that growl. I like that growl. And then I'll put a little heavy, little bass in there. That gives me some bottom. And then I'll pull the rest of them out to smooth tone. And then I'll give me a little mid-range. Give me a little little mid-range, little soprano there, little upper end. That's my sound right there. That's me. Oh, that's Kemp all day. That's Doc right there. Okay. Now let me show you this chord. This is a C sharp. Okay, that's your note. Patrice, that's the note. That's what I'm dealing with. So here's my left hand chord to it. It's a 5-finger chord. You can do that. Just put your hand down. You just boom. That's it right there. That's a strong 5-finger chord. And from here, from this bass, I can play all types of chords and variations. See, I can just drop that thumb off the C sharp, and that's that D sharp right there. The C sharp is at the top. And you got these in the middle, and I can drop that thumb, and then I'm on a D sharp in the bass pedal. Look at how my bass pedal is set up. I have it all the way on 8 here, and I have this on 4 to give it a grit. I don't want it all the way out to 8. It's too much grit, but I push it into 4. It gives me some grit on my organ. And each Hammond organ is different. You have to change this and adjust the drawbars according to the organ you're playing. But this is, when I sit down on a Hammond organ, this is the sound that I'm looking for. Now my left hand, I have it set with the drawbars pull out 4 here, all the way out to 8, and the first 4 all the way out to 8, and then this one, this black one here is pulled out to 4. So that's how I set my drawbars. And to begin with, and so this is the sound. This is what it sounds like. So it's a strong sound. And then I'm gonna go here with my bass pedal. I'm gonna go to the A flat or the G sharp, and I'm gonna drop this down here to a C. So I'm going, and then I'm going to the. So I have drop that thumb down, and then I'm gonna move this finger to the F. This finger to the F, and then I'm going to remove this 3rd finger from here. I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to keep these. I'm going to retain this this B flat and this A flat, or G sharp and A sharp. I'm going to keep those. All right. So here we go. Now I'm going to drop my thumb, and I'm going to take this off. And I'm going to move this finger to the F. And that's my note. That's it. That's my bass. So if I hold this, I got. So practice that. Learn how to do that. Here you go. Here's what it sounds like. Sometimes what I'll do, if I wanted to sound even a little more complex, I'll play these 2 notes together with my thumb. So I'll actually be using 6 notes. Like that. Can you see them? I'm pushing both of these down. Like that. Give it more of what that they call, sometimes they call it a dissonance sound. So I'll put this back in here, this D sharp back in there. So you got this sound. All right, that's enough for this video. I'll come back and do another video for you, Patrice. All right, God bless, and peace out. Take care. Goodbye.